first one is called Bloodstained Pages. I am writing this letter, a letter to say farewell. I hoped life would get better, but it became a living hell. You never listened. You thought I was lying. Ignored my cheeks when they glistened. Deaf to my suffered cries. Fighting life, body sprawled. On bloodstained pages, words are scrawled. I am trapped in life's cages, preparing to breathe my last, counting seconds so I can act. Maybe I will finally escape to my past when I take on this deadly pact. I am now just a verse in a dead song, dealing with it the only way I know how. Now you see, you were wrong. Will you listen now? This is spilled blood. My shadow took my ability to see, wondering if I will ever be free. As my tears fall like tortured rain, I had no choice but to cut. This is me. Listening to the voice of pain as I watch blood circle the drain. The blood just doesn't want to stop. I think I might have hit a vein. I stand counting every scarlet drop, each one as beautiful as a dewdrop. I felt part of me shrivel as I cried. Bloodstains are my supporting prop. Embracing this, my darker side, I refuse to let my sadness hide. In my spilled blood I will confide, as I kiss the hand of suicide. Call of the knife. Facing the aftermath of violent abuse, giving in to a moment of weak thought, going against every lesson I was taught. I cut again, but I will offer no excuse. Hopeless feelings arise, too great to ignore. There was but a little flare of pain. For a few seconds I felt myself again. Now the addiction to hurt calls for more. Staggering along the tightrope of life, while facing the tightrope of death. Chest heaving with laboured breath, as I decided to obey the call of the knife. Moments of peace given in this bloody attack. The loss of my innocence is a fair price. One I have paid in full more than thrice. But then self-loathing comes spiraling back, grimacing in painful joy, skin separation. Across myself, the signs have been left, for in my heart, in my soul, I am utterly bereft. The signs of my depression's visual infestation. Coping mechanism. This is the tale of a broken fool, sitting alone in a room with all his voices. They whisper as day turns from warm to cool. Eyes closed, he tries to ignore the choices, tracing the lines of old scars with fingertips, marks from a time when sadness gave bloodlust, moments remembered with quivering lips, a bond of body and blade, a hollow, false trust. Weeping in the fading light, it didn't really work. It was just a coping mechanism, a quick fix. Coated with blood, knife seems to just smirk. He remembers sitting, watching blood and tears mix. Now using pain and blood to cover the sad like a veil. Now older, the scars mark almost every limb. A self-destructive cycle, blood roads his tail. Time for the final reveal. I am him. I know the chosen method wasn't right. I beat self-harm under a shining star. The scars show that I chose to fight. I am alive because of every single scar. I am one. I am one of the broken souls, one of the dejected. Sadness seen through the eyes of a desperate mind. Misunderstood. Against me the world has turned blind. Stabbed in the back, I am one that happiness rejected, living under the shadow of everybody's hate. Pain has become my love, my life, my everything. I have come to crave more pain, the bitter sting, my life, my body, my ruination. There is no debate. Plugging a hole in my heart with broken fingers. Tattered skin of my body is my calling card. No one ever told me living would be this hard. Trying to win, but the kiss of failure still lingers. I have given up. Depression, you are my master. I offer my worthless self to you. I am yours to take. Make my suffering worthwhile. I am yours to break. Can't you make death come to me any faster? The loner's end. There I stand, holding my breaking heart, hands bleeding from the sharpened edge. The choices the Lord left, tearing me apart, as the body numbs from life's poisoned dart. I have given death my sincerest pledge, cradling a bloody knife in my hand. One cut, another, add one more. 26 scars in the thigh once so bland. Fate sealed by blood, against life I will stand. Using a blade to try and find the center of my core. My ruined body, my masterpiece of hate. Shedding blood daily as I acknowledge the choice. Drawing closer to the day of destined fate. Crawling to extinction's unlatched gate. Self-violence has become my truest voice. Watching the world through shades of grey, lights dimming, abandoning all my hope. The story of the loner, life, just go away. Let me settle my debt, death, I will pay. I will find a way, I will find how to escape life's cold growth. Life is not the way, the answer is just to end. Nothing to lose, no one will miss one such as me. Because the shattered soul will never mend. I am committed. I have set myself free. Sorry about the emotions, but every single poem in here is about me. Release. Hollowed out by my own abuse. Hating my weakness, loving the pain. I washed my world in blood-red rain. Same blade, same cry I always use. Just looking to release my emotions. I love all my scars, but hate the same. With 254 scars from my bloodlet. A pained sacred act of life betting. My soul owed to death, take my name. Risking everything to break my fame. Just looking to release my emotions. No tears from me, no tears for me. My fate was sealed when I broke. My path accepted when death spoke. I will be a bloodless fool for all to see. A broken man, worth has now passed. A broken man, punishment I need. A broken man, hopeless I bleed. A broken man, reliving a violent past. A broken man, I will die at last. Final goodbye. In the deepest parts where no light appears, there I sit, silently fighting a losing war. I have slowly lost all my peers. I lost the will to go on, looking for life's final door. About the myth of religion people always preach. In their noise I will surely drown. My struggle is nothing to them, compassion out of reach. When asked wasn't quiet, mouths tighten to a frown. It seems there's just one single way out, only a single chance to escape this misery. Will I finally be free from the zealous shout? I will be gone, but will I be truly free? Before I go, I must know, if my eternal torment will end, or if my broken hollow shell will become just one more tool. Because I am tired of living life on a continuous bend. Will I find peace, or will what I do make me another fool? How it happens is now my only choice to make. Should it be quick or slow and full of agony? There are many options, which one to take. Leave it to fate, and let only my hands see. I was driven to do this, so do me a favor, and don't bother trying to cry. I hope with poisoned hate, it is me forever miss. It is time. This is my final goodbye. Yeah. Self-abused. This begins with the broken man and his tears. This is a man finally tired of living. He is ready to give up, to answer death's sneers, to be rid of the frigid hate that life keeps giving. See all his demons within his haunted eyes. They are the manifestation of his self-harm, the cuts, the bloodshed. He gives into their cries. He is committed to embracing pain's charms. Observe his scars from life touching him. See that he has always suffered in silence, afraid to speak out. Who will save him? He tried to save himself through silent violence. He now cuts to keep his insanity from showing, but he has been torn apart, splitting in two. One part is still fighting, but it is slow. The other is just broken, the crack showing through. But he will soon find a way to. He will soon find his way to break free. He will escape by committing the final act. He now gives his eyes one final sight to see, before taking up his destructive, deadly act. He will leave his body laying upon the scorched land, just a hollow, scarred relic of self-abuse left behind, laying there amidst the waste and bloodied sand, his broken self left for the world to find. The answer. Staring at the world, but not seeing. Looking for answers within my rotting shell. Nothing gained, save for anguished life. I will have to look deeper, dig deeper. Maybe a blade will give the answers. A desire to tease out thoughts through self-harm. I need the daily release of bloodshed. I no longer care how deep the cuts go. Maybe a blade will give the answers. The freshly sharpened edge seems to be winking. Eyes half closed in ecstasy as I begin to cut. Edge slicing in as layer skin separates. Maybe a blade will give the answers. The rush of endorphins match the run of blood. Every slice followed by blood's comforting warmth. More. I need more, because I still have questions. Maybe a blade will give the answers. Pushing even harder, cutting even deeper. Blood is now flowing freely. This is excruciating. Fighting the barrier of pain, I am weakening. Maybe a blade will give the answers. This day could just be my last. Every day I take another step to the grave. This is the only way I have to deal with life. As the tempting voice of suicide whispers my name. Fractured. A fractured man with nothing left. I lay screaming while death screams back. Oncoming death, life, the victim of theft. I left myself open as life began to crack. With broken thoughts spiraling down, visions of healing lost in haunted dreams, In those dreams I see a face and a frown, words of peace lost in my lifeless screams. The voice of life promised me to death. It seems I am just a pawn to fate. I am forced to drink the waters of death, but will I see heaven's door or hell's gates? I tried so hard to remain on the rails. It pause in time as life slowly grays. These are my very own saddened tales, a lifetime wasted, mourning my days. Trench of souls. Standing by a door made of blood, a door that leads to madness. It opens with painful slowness, showing a poisoned landscape. A dark world of eternal sadness. Taking a breath, I step through into that land of sweet pain. This is the way of destructive gain. In the distance is a crevasse, with light pulsing like a living vein. I see the damned lining up there. A voice softly whispers the name, one I know from depression's game. I know why I'm here. I join the line, stepping closer to immortal fame. Eyes empty as I walk forward to my fate. Blood runs from infinite earthen holes, committed to abandoning all living goals, preparing to sacrifice my own. I now approach the trench of souls. Eye of the eternal. Down at my body I gaze, marks of cruelty upon my skin. The self-fate now hidden within. Times of life, dealt with in my own ways. No matter what I do, the hate stays. Scars upon scars, my flesh is lined. Some scars caused by my own hand, others from moments of life unpaused. Looking for a reason, using what I can find, as I pray the world turns blind. Pale scars given within musical bars. Upon my flesh, my last choices are marked. Skin that was once cherished and unmarked is now a living mapbook of hard-earned scars. Best done at night, blood reflecting the stars. Branded as part of life's sadistic fraternity. Times of life, signs of times of mental uncertainty. Imperfections, some rough, some smooth. I accept them now because they somehow soothe. In every single one, I see the eye of eternity. Scarred beauty. Staring within myself, depression has won. With over 100 scars, my body is lined. There is always a reason I have come to find. Now I must hide my sadness, my hand has done. Sitting in a locked room, laid in one hand, blood-soaked tissue in the other, counting all my scars before adding another. Each one was gifted by my own hand. In this bloody fight, my fight for sanity, I am confronting my demons with the scarlet mist. Over the years, I've sacrificed my vanity, tattoos from blade and blood, on my body now twist. I am a gruesome display of hatred and violence. My chosen method, painful and insidious. The image of a man, just vile and hideous. But through the act, I gain reflective silence. In the cuts, I have answered depression's call to duty. I remain purposefully blind to the passing glance. A living portrait of a man, tempting chance. Nothing more than just another scarred beauty. Dear darkness. Dear darkness, we meet again, old friend. The bond we once shared is stronger now. I miss the comforting chaos you sent. You told me what to do. You showed me how. The shadow of you upon my furrowed brow. But now you are back. You came back to me. Speaking in a whisper, using borrowed voices. Those words said it's time to create my legacy. Do it now, or wait a while. I'll be an oasis. But if you're not the darkness I once knew, the friend that kept my feet on the ground, so are you still my friend, or something new? And what is that strange, slobbering sound? Can I still trust you, or am I just a toy newly found? There is a strange light gleaming in your eye, a tense energy. I can feel it waves flow. Why did you come back to me? Tell me, why? Standing there in your sickening glow, will I be able to withstand your final blow? I might cry with these last couple of ones. I'm sorry. The fight for life. Staring blank, time stretching out. Every single second lasting an hour. Tear-stained pillows, voicing doubt. Passage of time stealing my power. Suffering all alone in a deadly silence. Beneath the shadow of depression's bite. Attacking myself with inhumane violence. Each and every blood-stained night. On my body the blood is drying, sluggishly flowing. The wound and other scars I will have to hide. Listening to the hurt inside without knowing. Now to see how far its old habits I will slide. Raised flesh, now sensitive and red. My agitated skin, stinging and cold. Remembering all things ever said. In the darkest hour, hate can't be untold. No one will ever understand, and all will judge. I have heard the whispers and seen the sneers. Looked at like a human stain, a filthy smudge. The looks of disgust I've faced are always clear. The same set of questions I'm always asked. Are you looking for death? Why not stop? Told to ignore the feelings, keep them masked. But you don't see my sadness in every teardrop. When you see me, please just accept me. Through your words, the need for pain to sink. Don't treat me as if I'm broken. I am reality. Your stays hurt me more than you think. All I ever wanted was for someone to ask me why. So stop whispering and don't try to connive. Please understand, I never wanted to die. Can't you see, this is my fight to stay alive. Okay, this is my final piece of notes. Memoirs. This is himself. Sitting alone as the darkness creeps, as through the tattered book of my life I flip, happiness faked with the good full of teeth. This page, the fool giving up a lover's wreath. Memoirs of a wasted life, studied with quivering lip. From each page, another forgotten memory leaps. Page after tear-stained page, visual despair. Lines traced along this, my very own sad tale. Storm-laden heart looking, searching for a token. This page, a man on a journey for the broken. Raw, emotional turbulence, hidden within a veil. Head grown heavy beneath depression's flame. Scenes etched on this. Scenes etched on paper, revisiting childhood. Reliving the past, finding scars that time faded. Mental sounds from the past, so vociferous. This page, a small boy bullied for indifference. I still smell the spit and feel the blows that cascaded. Didn't they see? I tried to fit in the best I could. Tears rubbed away using bloodied fingers. Hurting myself, just to try and numb the pain, the damage, the danger, rolling the dice of chance. This page, a teenager doing death's deadly dance. Doing all I can with the thought of refraining, while the scent of my torment still lingers. Sitting and wondering if I am truly alive, a victim of fate, hopes and wishes my scratch. Trying not to drown in thoughts, rivers and streams. This page, a man who dared to have dreams. Surrounded by these memories I am trapped, struggling to breathe while just trying to survive. Learning to embrace my past, it can't be rewritten. Only then will my history and present blend. Accepting who I am, who I was, who I am, trying not to doubt. This page, a man busy writing all of this out. Who knows how this will all come to an end? The story's only done when the last word is written. Thank you.
Thank you.